Hey everyone, welcome back to Beloved Fragrance Finds here on YouTube. It is the middle of September, which is unbelievable. You guys are getting a nice little shot of a cardboard box. I gave myself a chemical peel recently. My face is an absolute disaster right now, but it'll be worth it. It's going through the process of shedding that topmost layer of skin. So yeah, it's looking pretty gnarly right now, you guys. So I thought I would just film this video showing the candle empties I have accumulated this beginning part of September. I can't believe we're halfway through September. I am super excited about that. October is one of my favorite months of the year. December is probably my most favorite. So I'm ready to get rid of these candles. They've been in this box, and let's go ahead and talk about them. Let's start with some Homeworx stuff. I went through a fair amount of Homeworx the beginning of this month. So this one is Chai Pumpkin Latte. This one I got on auto delivery from QVC during the Christmas in July sale. So this one has notes of chai tea, spiced pumpkin cream, vanilla bean, and raw cane sugar. This was a 2025 pour, and it burned well, a little bit of sooting. I had to kind of watch the wicks on these just to make sure they didn't lean too much. They get really long and shifty and like to move around if the vessel gets too hot. So definitely keep an eye on these, especially if you keep them in a hurricane, because these wicks do like to travel and move around a bit. Now, in terms of the fragrance, this was okay. I like the creamy pumpkin factor in this. It's not overly spicy, and it was not overly coffee-like. There's a mild bit of chai tea. There's no coffee, so this is a chai latte, which I was grateful for. I liked this. Smelling the lid here again, yeah, it's definitely a sweet, creamy pumpkin with a little bit of chai spice. I believe this was, if I remember right, and I think this is kind of the fact that I can't quite remember is making me feel this was kind of an unforgettable or a forgettable fragrance. Sorry. It was a little forgettable. It was a little underwhelming. It was a little light. So yeah, those of you who did not get the auto delivery, you didn't miss much. I think you can purchase it on the website. On QVC right now. I have another one since they come in a duo, but it was just light for me. I want to say maybe a 5 or a 6 out of 10, and it was nice. It's a nice creamy sweet pumpkin fragrance. It was okay, nothing standoutish, but I do have one more in my collection that I'll probably burn through in October in the morning times. So that one I finished. I finished my favorite Dark Harvest. This is one of my top fall favorites so far that has been new to me. This is such a beautiful dark cardamom fragrance. This is Midnight Blackberry, Glowing Amber, Crushed Cardamom, and Musk. I have a dedicated review on my channel here if you want more information on it. Beautiful burn all the way. You can see I let this one go all the way down to the bottom. Zero sooting. Love this fragrance. So much so that I purchased a backup. So finished up Dark Harvest. Another Homeworx here is Caramel Apple. So I finished up Caramel Apple. This one was another one that's a little on the lighter side. I would say if I had to choose, Kringle's Ambered Apple and Walnut is definitely winning over this one. This one is light. This is more of a Red Delicious type apple, not as tart. And yeah, just okay, but I wouldn't repurchase. I got another Homeworx in here, my Scarlet Woods. I love Scarlet Woods. This could also be burned during the holiday season. This is a woody fragrance. I swear I pick up on some sort of plum note or dark berry note, but it's not listed in here. This has notes of scarlet red woods, cardamom, clove bud, and vanilla. I love me some cardamom. I love clove, and I love woods. But this, yeah, it's a beautiful woodsy fragrance. It's kind of dark and just beautiful. And I have a backup of scarlet woods as well that'll probably stay for November. I like burning scarlet woods in November time, around Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving. It's a great one for that time of year. Okay, let's move. I have one random. Yes. So Orleans, my praline candle. I probably could get one more burn out of this, but it's pretty low. These aren't the cleanest burning candles, you guys. I've talked about them. They're not 100% soy. They are a blend. However, they are very strong. So yeah, check them out if you want a very strong 2-wick candle. Here you go. These are pretty strong. Usually after, let's see, Black Friday, they usually have a pretty good sale on their website. So keep that in mind. Let's do some Kringle. Okay, so Kringle, I finished up my bourbon bonfire. Got this one down all the way to the end. Good clean burn. Even when I let it like really go for a long time towards the end here, I had no issues, no sooting really, even though the flames got really hot. This is a really nice bonfire fragrance with like a little touch of vanilla in it that adds sweetness, that keeps it from being too smoky smelling. It's not super boozy to my nose. I would say the only time I really picked up booze was like at the very end. It got more boozy for some reason. Otherwise, this was just a gorgeous bonfire fragrance. If you like, say like the fragrance Fireside by Bath & Body Works that I don't think comes out any longer, you would probably like this one. It's mildly sweet again from that vanilla. I would definitely repurchase this one, and the label is really pretty too. Very cool label. All right. And we got 2 from the Boo Crew that I finished up. Ghost Stories. So I finished Ghost Stories here. I love the labels on these, of course. I think we all love the labels. This was a somewhat smoky, woodsy vanilla fragrance, similar to Replicas by the Fireplace. To me, this was uber light. This was a super light one. I only burned this really in the bathroom, and I think I maybe finished it up in my master bedroom. But this was like very light to me. Maybe a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 towards the like second half of the candle. I found that all of these ones that I'm burning from the Boo Crew didn't pick up until like the halfway point. I haven't burned a lot of Little Devil, you guys. I don't know what the deal is with that one, but I can't seem to like get around to making that a preference of mine. I don't know. I just am not loving Little Devil for some reason. But yeah, this was, it's a bummer because this is actually a really nice fragrance. Even though it wasn't exactly what I was expecting, and there was something in it that came across kind of, like I said, I remember like green or cucumber-like. But I did get more wood and smoky wood as I burn this. I just wish it was stronger. So if these restock in October, I will not repurchase another Ghost Stories. Another Boo Crew. This one I actually really did end up liking. This is Boohoo. This is definitely very much a Tonka fragrance. So this is a straight up creamy vanilla-like Tonka fragrance. Almost reads slightly summerish and coconutty to my nose. It almost felt tropical. Like I started off with this one in the bedroom. Let me get the lid off. In the bedroom, and then in the bathroom, and then I moved it to my bedroom for the second, like the remainder of the burn. And I could definitely smell it more in my bedroom as it got to the halfway point. but it's light. It was, I'm not going to say that this was a super, standout fragrance in terms of throw, but I do like the fragrance itself, actually. I actually really enjoyed this, but I think I would like it more for spring and summer. Nothing about this screams fall to me, but this label, I don't want to get rid of this candle because this is too stinking cute, and I will probably display it somewhere over by my fireplace because I absolutely love this label. But no, I will not repurchase Boohoo if it comes back out. Okay, what do I got left? I got a few Bath & Body Works. I've got one Caramel Sundays Mac Daddy here. I had a 4-wick in the Cashmere Pumpkin. This one does restock on the 14th, you guys. I don't know if I will probably post this after that point in time. So if you got this in the restock, congrats, because this is a very, very nice fragrance. This is a sweet, creamy pumpkin with hints of like a nice apple fragrance. This is not spicy. This is not gourmand in a bakery way, but it is sweet in a fruity pumpkin kind of way. And then the cashmere comes across as just something very smooth and upscale. This one is definitely a two thumbs up for me in terms of the fragrance and on the scent throw. So the scent throw just kept getting stronger the more I burned this candle, and I went all the way down to the bottom, the wick clips on this baby, and I was sad to see it go. So this is great. And yes, congrats to anybody who goes for this in the September 14th restock. I will let you guys have that one. I have another in mind. I'm hoping I get Witching Hour. That's what I want to get in a 4-wick, and then maybe Graveyard. But other than that, I will try and just get Wax Melts and the one Witching Hour 4-wick. All right, so Bath & Body Works. I finished up my Cider Lane. I did a little dedicated reviews on some caramel apple fragrances. I liked Cider Lane. This is definitely more of a tart apple, and it's definitely got caramel notes in it. It's sweet. It almost makes my mouth water when I smell it. So yeah, this was good. I wish they would bring this back out in stores because this one was a winner for me. I don't remember having burn issues with this one. I think it did fine. So Cider Lane. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, Pumpkin Apple. I love this label for Pumpkin Apple. I love this fragrance. This has been a staple fragrance for me every fall for many years now. It's really, honestly, I think it's more apple forward. A lot of apple, a little bit of pumpkin there in the background. This is another one that kind of makes my mouth water when I smell it. It's very tart, pretty and sweet, fruity fragrance. Yeah, love that one. I had a little bit of burn issue halfway through where the wicks didn't want to cooperate, but then it ended up correcting itself. So all was good there. The last one is one of Haley's. She finished last weekend. Yes, last weekend when she came home. She decided to come home from school last weekend, and she finished up Picnic Petals from Bath & Body Works. She burned this while she was studying and in her bedroom. I don't think she had any issues with this one. Look at how a nice burn that one is. No sooting. This is definitely her vibe, not mine. Smelling it on cold, I'm like, ooh, baby. Yeah, she loves her raspberry notes, and I am not a fan of raspberry fragrances. This comes across as very tart, sweet, like a weird sweet tart kind of smell with some jasmine. She loves this. I'm not a fan, but I know she would probably purchase this again. But that is it for halfway through September. Now I'm left with an empty box to refill, you guys. Yay. So I've got to get to burning. I've been doing a lot of reviews. So yeah, not sure how many candles I'll get through the second half of September, but I always end up surprising myself and not doing too shabby. So thanks for watching in, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.